Okay, beautiful people. We are going to be starting our mass meditation here. I do apologize for being a little delayed. I had some, of course, technical issues with kind of doing our YouTube live stream, so I apologize for that. But we are going to get started right now with our 11:11 mass meditation. And I do apologize about the YouTube situation. So Zoom and Telegram is where we're at today. So thank you for joining me on these platforms. So with our beautiful opportunity today of portal opening of 11:11, we have this beautiful opportunity to do so many potentials. When we come together as a oneness energy, we have the potential to allow our energy to accumulate and let magic happen across the globe. This includes lowering crime and fear and all negative emotions, and instead raising up our energy, raising up our joy and our bliss and our connection, and just really hitting on unconditional love and spreading that like wildfire. So that is the goal of our mass meditation every month, and this month specifically, our topic is becoming whole and just really understanding our incarnation here. And then, of course, becoming a unity consciousness and just becoming that oneness energy, which is what we've all been waiting for, as we all know. So now, this time, I please ask you to close your eyes, and we'll get into a meditative state. This meditative state allows us to anchor in these energies of unconditional love, and the portal activation allows us to spread this energy with even more potential and possibility. So with our eyes closed in this meditative state, we're going to begin by breathing our body. Let's just inhale and exhale and just focus on your breathing. Inhale and exhale. Inhale again. And exhale. Inhale again. Feel the heartbeat slowing. And exhale. Feel yourself entering this peaceful state of meditation by simply breathing, inhaling, and exhaling. We can become aware of our surroundings and our bodies and the systems within. Continue breathing your body slowly. Inhale and exhale. Let's do this a couple more times together. Inhale and exhale. Make sure you exhale all of the remnants of the air that is still stuck within. So we're really cleansing our bodies. Inhale again. And exhale. Synchronizing our breathing as a oneness energy. Really synchronizing and aligning with each other. Allowing our oneness to become more one and whole. Now with our bodies in this meditative state, and our light bodies being activated with the breath, we can now go on to our beautiful journey in this heightened state of meditation. Now at this time, I please ask you to visualize yourself just simply walking. You're walking through a beautiful, beautiful pasture of grass. There's nothing in sight at this moment. You just keep walking. Maybe you stretch your hands out and feel the grass with your hands. Feel your bare feet really walking on Mother Gaia, Mother Earth. Feel your bare feet connecting with the grass, connecting with the dirt. The energy within Mother Gaia. We are physically connected to her with our bare feet on the ground, connected, grounding, earthing. We are allowing our body to become balanced with our electrons and neutrons and protons. We are not too much of one thing. We are perfectly balanced. And we just keep walking. We're visualizing this beautiful earth, what it has to offer, and the way it makes you feel when we are connected. Now, as we continue walking, we notice now that the grass is becoming less grass and becoming more of just a path of simply dirt, a dirt path. This path goes wherever you imagine it to go. We follow this path, our feet now becoming dirty with the dirt, with the mud, really connecting with that earthly energy and all the nutrients and resources within, merging, grounding. Now this feeling of the dirt and the mud between your feet and your toes almost makes you feel like a kid again. It feels so good between your toes. You kind of move your toes into the dirt and the mud. And you'll feel a childlike innocence start to come out. Now you want to play in the mud. You want to experience just being simply creative and just being. You begin to lay down and make some mud angels, perhaps. Bringing your arms and legs around, just becoming dirty, rolling in the mud, and just having the best time laughing and giggling, how good it feels to just simply be, enjoying what there is around us, the beautiful nature that connects us. Your ideas of becoming this childlike innocence, becoming dirty and playing with no cares in the world, for there is nothing holding us back. There are no obligations. So you just begin to wander some more. Your curiosity just makes you want to run with the wind. You begin running, your arms stretched out, simply just feeling the wind. You are dirty, muddy, happy, and there is no other cares. How good it feels. As you continue just running free within this open space, you happen to come across now a stream of water. Oh, perfect, you think. Now I can clean my hands and feet off in this beautiful crystalline water. You walk up to the edge of this river, and you do. You rinse your hands and your feet off. And as soon as you are connected and touching this water, it is like an electric pulsing within the body when you connect with the water. Not only is it cleansing and cleaning, but it feels familiar. It feels so good. You decide to immerse in the water fully. You wade deeply further into the water. It's now up to your knees and your waist. Oh wow, it feels so amazing. The temperature is just perfect. This crystalline water, it feels so good to the point that you kind of begin to feel emotions. The emotional body begins to just release. Things that you didn't know that you were feeling start to come up and express, just given how good it feels to be free, to feel emotional, and to express genuinely. While you're in this water, you too begin just simply crying the saltwater tears, mixing with this crystalline water. It feels so good to release all these stuck blocks and traumas that we've been holding on to. We are releasing, we are purifying and cleansing with this water of emotion to feel more balanced and cleansed and whole, letting go of the things that have been holding us back from our childlike innocence where nothing matters, that innocence of no obligation. Just let it all go. Let the traumas and blockages come up and be released because you understand now. You just simply want to feel as good as possible, so you keep releasing. This water is absorbing all of that emotion. Now, while still in this water, your tears have now been able to come to a place of rest where you feel at ease and at peace. And you begin to start swimming around in this river. Perhaps you are doing a backstroke or a freestyle, just allowing the water to just flow through your body, to become cleansed and whole. It feels so good. Maybe you haven't even had the time to, the opportunity to swim or just be free. You go underwater and just start swimming, being that kid again, with no attachments, just being, just floating. You simply float on the water for a little while longer, and you feel the crystalline energy making you whole again. You decide now that it's time that we are done with the stream of the water and we are returning back to the bank. When you reach the end of the bank, you do notice up ahead, there is a tree line of trees like a forest, and there is a stream of smoke coming up from the trees, perhaps a fire of some kind. This is curiosity to you, and you begin to follow this path of smoke ahead to these trees. Some fire, some warmth, that would do good at this time, now getting out of this water. You begin walking to this beautiful tree-lined forest, and you notice that there is a fire being made that is blazing strong, a bonfire just for you. There is nobody around. There's just a log waiting for you to sit on, just in front of the fire. How inviting this is. You begin to smell the smoke and the fire, and you walk towards this tree stump to sit down at the bench right in front of the fire. You outstretch your hands and you feel the flames, the warmth of the fire. It begins to warm your insides. Your core begins to warm. You feel so amazing. You feel whole again. This fire is activating our life force energy. Our life force energy remains stagnant and hidden when it is not activated, when it is not cleansed and pure and balanced, which we are now. Our crystalline energy merging with our life force energy, our chi, our prana. It is activated and it can begin to rise now. This creative energy within starts to burn, just like the fire. That childlike innocence again, like we are within, begins to come out again. The creative ideas. Remember when you were a child and you were around a fire and you were perhaps making s'mores or roasting marshmallows or playing with sticks. Just the curiosity, the creativeness. You think, I am so creative. I am going to take this to the next level. This creativeness is me, within me. You open your hands and you imagine your hands are the flames. You imagine your hands as fire with flames coming out of them, and they indeed are. Your creative ideas are not just ideas, but they are manifested instantly. Your creative ideas. Your creative ideas when you are just in the moment. What creative ideas and passions would you like to create now? Your hands being this fire makes you take it a step further. If I can do this, I can do anything. And you can. You can do anything, create anything. This excites you, the creativeness to be able to become the creators we are, to remember the powers within when we get out of our own way and remove the blockages. You begin to imagine even further, what if I was a bird or an animal that can take flight? You spread your wings, and indeed they are wings, feathery long wings, and you take flight. You imagine yourself soaring through the winds and the skies. You are so high up. You are just flying free, allowing the air to become under your wings, giving you the energy you need. The air allowing the intelligence that you know you have within to activate. You just continue flying and soaring wherever you may want to go. It is an endless, infinite opportunity. Wherever you wish, go there, fly there, be creative there. Remember the intelligence, because that is anchored in now. It all makes sense now. We can be anything. We are anything. We are infinite, multidimensional. This sparks the intelligence to merge with the ether of all intelligence of the cosmos and the universe, all lives and that have ever existed, past, present, future, with ether energy, allowing above and still below to be as one. You understand all messages and guidances coming within. You understand because you planned this. You know the answers. You immediately just feel unconditional love. You feel bliss, compassion for others and all, for all is one, all is connected, all is whole. All the elements are intact now. The earth, the water, the fire, the air, the ether, all is one. Now, in this balanced state that we are, and we have remembered and understood, we come back into our spot that we are sitting at the fire on this log. And in your meditative state, you do open your meditative eyes and you see yourself back at this fire. What an adventure you just went on, flying all around the globe, all around the world, spreading love and light. You then notice now that it has gotten to the point where it is dark out now. You have been sitting there for quite some time. The time is the illusion. You begin to look up and notice under the tree canopy, just past the trees, all the stars that are shining out. All the bright stars that are always there that we can only see when it is dark. You walk out of this forest again to return back to the open pasture field. In this pasture field, though, now you start to see other souls, other light being starseeds that are also walking out of this tree forest into the pasture from different angles, from different areas, all coming to this pasture, this oneness space. This space has attracted us, and we have magnified to this area of high energetic energy. The ley lines of the earth are emanating the energy we need to move forward, to create community. We have all understood this and want this the same. And here we are in the same space. We all have found this space, We have all found each other. In the end, we all do want the same thing. Love for all, trust and compassion, non-judgment, bliss. This is what we stand for, and this is the community we get to create. These other souls that you see, you feel more than familiar to them. There is this deep knowing. You wave to each other, you hug each other, embrace each other. And there is no need to speak because there is a deep knowing within. The telepathic energy that comes out is just simply knowing. You know what the other is trying to communicate without having to speak, without that lower energy. We are far past this. We are moving at quantum speeds. When you think it, it is done. Now with this unity bond created, with this family of souls who have the intelligence and the awareness to create unity and love for all the planet, all planets, all the universe and cosmos. You see families merging into one family, children playing with each other and running around with not a care in the world. All the adults have understood the passions and the creative hobbies now that this is all there is. To just express your creative, to create humanity as a oneness community with gardens full of fruit and vegetables and grains, everything we need. It is already here for us. We have created it. We see crystalline crystals, structures all over, for we are returning to that crystalline energy space where all intelligence resides within. Crystalline pyramids is where all of the intelligence resides. You notice now that you are not just in a field of forest, you are in a magical crystalline palace. It can be whatever you envision it to be. It is whole, it is balanced, it is perfect, and it is full of compassion, oneness, community, and unity. And so it is. It is done. Namaste. Now take a deep breath here as we are going to anchor in this beautiful vision we envision for all. Take a breath and let go. Remember that this space for creative visions and creation is always available at any time. You must take the space. You must take the time. For what is there to do anyway? It is all an illusion. This is the goal. This is the incarnation that we have decided and chose. I thank you for going on this beautiful journey with me as a oneness collective energy. And at this time, we will come back into our bodies and continue out this beautiful mission. I love you all. Thank you so much. Go ahead and open your eyes and move how you need to. I thank you again for joining and creating this space. Now let our imaginative creative passions run wild. Live from your heart, for that is the answer. I love you all. Thank you, and we will do this again next month.